Hello YouTubers, this is the Scribe and thank you for watching this YouTube video. Just let me slurp some white wine. Has it still got the sticker on it? Got this from the Philippines, by the way. Okay, right, so this is what I want to talk about in this video. Do you know, like, when you change your mind over certain things? I mean, for instance, I was talking about Doctor Who for years, and then I decided, that's not really the direction I wanted to go down. Although I do enjoy talking about, things that I'm interested in. So if I see like a movie or something, and I'm, you know, interested in what happens next, I might try to idealize what I think may happen. So, for instance, in the Dark Angel series that never actually finished, I came up with some ideas of what was going on, which was the Manticores was actually a true mythological being that the cult was actually creating, and that's what Max and the X series were going to fight in the end. These Manticores, which will kill them, at least most of them. So the the route I'm going down today, and for most of my life at least, until I actually find a better way of actually doing things, is I want to create a dimension within the videos I'm making. So I don't want the world within this structure we're making a video to be anything that you've seen before, and also I don't want it to be um, let's say videos about that's something that's not useful for you either. So I think personally, whenever you make a video on YouTube, there's certain factors that need to come into consideration. Number one, are you in a good mood? Right? Are you happy about what you're doing? Sometimes it might work. I mean, sometimes if you have health problems and you're talking about them, and you're saying this is what I do to try to help myself, then that can be useful for other people, and that comes down to the form of usefulness. But if you're coming onto like YouTube and making a video where you aren't particularly happy, you're going through a rough patch, the viewers can always pick up on it. I mean, you guys easily picked up when I was not feeling great, not throughout the years. You guys can easily pick up on it. It's just human nature, and it kind of reflects badly on the person making the videos, even though that's not the intention. It makes them look worse than they actually are, because people do, and you guys know this yourself, go through hard patches and calamities and a series of sad, unfortunate events. Okay, and this will change who you are, but hopefully in the end it makes you a better person. Like, I hope it's made me into at least a consciousness, a better version of myself. But I call this a metamorphosis process, not a manifestation. It's a metamorphosis because we change from one thing to another. So yes, I want to create a dimension, and I want to do it in a way that's useful. I also want to talk about things that yeah, oh, I haven't quite finished what I was talking about. Right. So, as I said, it's got number one, it has to be useful for people, otherwise, they've got no use for it. Number two, it has to be something that people are generally interested in. I mean, if you're talking about things like, I don't know, like pins or something like that, or litter on the floor, being interested, I mean, nobody's going to be interested in that, but if you're talking about it, unless you're really, really funny, or it's done in a very creative way, nobody's going to be interested in it, and the viewers will again get no use for it. So that's another thing. Number three, emotionally connect to the people online. Right. So you guys, for instance, you guys and girls out there, the ones who actually have watched my videos over the years, it's not like I'm anything special on YouTube. It's because we connected in a certain way. So we talk online, we write messages back and forth, like on the comment section, and you learn who I am, and I learn who you are, and that means it's like an emotional connection, which is a good thing. And I think a lot of YouTubers actually don't do that. some of them do, but I think a lot of them actually don't put any effort in doing that, mainly because, let's be honest, some of them are pretty big, but even the ones who are not, emotionally connecting to people is a good thing. And a lot of the time, these users who make videos, I mean, they have, like me, a very small channel. And what this tends to do is it tends to connect them to the people who they needed to be connected to. So when I'm talking to people online, it's usually people who are interested in certain things. So let's say you're doing running or something, like you're talking about how I feel about running a marathon and stuff like that. You're more likely to get people who are interested in, running marathons, coming on your video and talking about it, and you connect that way. Another thing is, as with the personal interest thing, I think that's going on to number 4, is cult like classics, like how can I put this? We're talking about videos. We're not actually talking about cults, right? So let's talk about like cult-like films and stuff like that, like classical films, and people get interested and wonder what happens next. And for years, before the internet came on, you sit on your seat and thinking, I think I know what happens. I think I know what happens. And this is why I came on YouTube originally, because I was thinking, oh, I know what's going to happen. Gallifrey's going to return. Remember that when that happened? I said, Gallifrey's going to fucking return. This is what they're doing. That's exactly what happened. I sort of guessed what was happening from the series events because Russell T Davies was building up to that by saying it can't return. And of course, in science fiction, that doesn't mean fuck all. Okay, we go to number 5. It's important to feel as a video maker that you're heading in the right direction, that you're doing something useful to you with your life. Because when people come onto a video to watch of mine, they're spending quality time watching your video. They're actually coming on spending time with you personally, and I don't want to waste people's fucking time. So it is important that not only do they get something useful from it, they don't leave feeling miserable after watching my video. I mean, that'll be the worst one. They need to either learn something or have that connection, that thing. I say, oh, I'm really interested in this stuff. And for instance, I mean, there's certain channels I am subscribed to, right? Things you wouldn't expect me to be subscribed to. There's one where this guy makes buildings out of soil and stuff like this, and I find it very interesting. And then there's engineers and also mechanics and also people who fix things like washing machines, tumble dryers, etc. And I subscribe to them and watch some of their videos every so often, so I can actually learn the process of fixing things. And then you watch other videos about people doing, let's say, electrical boards or circuitry. You learn a bit from that. You may subscribe to a health channel. I mean, don't put your eggs in all one basket. I mean, I think that's very important. I'm not sure I've made myself clear here, but I think I'm pretty much on key of what I want to accomplish. So anyway, thank you for watching. It's still a bit of a ramble, it's unscripted, but it's one of those things, And I'll talk about something a bit more sensible in the next video. See you later. Goodbye. Bye bye.